Hey everyone, the chat is like very popular today. So I am just writing you guys down and I hope you guys had a really good week. Um, it has been a long week, so I am happy to be here with you guys. So I'm just going to keep writing you guys down. I see you guys joining. So we are going to start off with a community read with just some oracle cards, and then we will get into the tarot cards. I kind of like to do that just because I feel like it sets the mood, right? And sorry in advance if you hear my needy cat. He is having a fit right now. All right, so I have Jamie, Gloria, Xena, Juliet, Nazma, and Fatim in the queue. And I'm going to warm up my decks while I chat to you guys, get some of my incense going. Let me know how you guys, how your weeks have been. Like, I hope you guys have had a pretty good week. Mine has been very busy. I'm going to be busy for the entirety of September. So I have my manifest incense with me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. Oh, studies. What are you studying, Fatine? So I'm going to do the community read with my new oracle deck. It is the spellcasting oracle. I got this on like super sale, so your girl's really happy about that. I got this and the Moonology deck for $10 each, not together. If I got it for together, like I would just retire and be a reseller. Ooh, international studies. That's exciting. My focus in school was mathematics and engineering, so international studies is really cool. All right, let's do a community read for everybody. Like, this is just going to be something that we can all reflect on from our week behind us, something we can take into the weekend. All right, community reflection. Let's see what we have here. Oh, let's switch cameras. I love this. We got the peace card. So, something we can reflect on from the week behind is find places where you can just find peace, find ways to bring peace into your life. You know, the stress can be very caustic to your health. So find ways to ground yourself, center yourself, whatever you need in order to bring peace and mindfulness. And this card is just so pretty. Look at it. I'm really digging this deck. So let me know if you guys have something that you think you can reflect on that you probably need to bring a little peace into your life. All right. Fatine, I get that a lot. I used to tutor math and physics and stuff like that. So, yeah, I get that a lot. So today, I was going to use my Prisma Tarot, but I'm going to break out my Game of Thrones deck. It is the only pop culture deck that I own, but it has a really great vibe. And after this past week, I think it's a really, really good vibe to have for tonight's live. So I'm going to ask Jimmy and Gloria to go ahead and put your questions in the chat. I'm warming up the deck right now. So once I see your questions, I will answer them. And if you don't want tarot for whatever reason, you can let me know. I have my Moonology deck and my Spellcasters Oracle decks. So if you want Oracle readings, let me know. So someone is at my door and that is really annoying, but I will be right back. Sorry, guys. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I will have to tell you about that after these readings. But, all right, I see Gloria and Jamie have put their questions in the chat. Let's see. Gloria wants to know, is Kevin seeing someone else or trying to see someone else? So, Gloria, I don't like to do yes or no with tarot. So what I'm going to do is sort of reword that to, we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to see how this comes out and then we can discuss it. All right. So Gloria wants to know if Kevin is seeing someone else or trying to see someone else. You got the Eight of Spears. Let's pull one more. And then, Jamie, I have you next. Thank you guys for being so patient. So, you got the Eight of Spears and the Seven of Swords. And I think that what is going on from Kevin's perspective is that he's ready to move on. I don't think he is necessarily trying to see someone else. I don't see this as like romantic, but I definitely see this as he's ready for a new chapter in his life, trying to move forward and trying to put actions into that. But just because he's trying to move on doesn't mean it means he's trying to move on with someone else. It just means he's moving on with his life. And if you guys broke up, that's kind of like the next step, right? So with the Eight of Spears is a really highly active card. So I think this is something that's in the forefront of his mind. And then you have the Seven of Swords, and there's a little bit of like thought behind that. So swords are all about mental energy and like thought processes and all of that. And I think he's processing as he is trying to move forward. So guys are weird, I feel like, right? So they're just like, okay, I'm gonna move on, but I have to think about it too. So there's a little bit of thought there. There's a little bit of hesitancy, but this Eight of Spears really just draws me, just really wanting to move forward, just trying to move on. Hey, Pixie, I have you in the queue. So, yes. So your answer is sort of. It's not a yes or no. It's, yeah, he wants to move on, but I don't think it's with someone else. And I think he's processing the next steps in his life. All right, Gloria asks, or I'm sorry, Jamie asks, how to get over a person that Jamie was dating before. Ira. All right, let's see. You basically want to get over the person you were dating previously, right? All right, let's see. Eight of coins. I'll move that over there. Let's pull one more card. You're so welcome, Gloria. I hope that was helpful. Ooh, Eight of Cups. So you got 2 8s here. And give me 1 second. I'm brushing up on my numerology. The 8 of Cups. Let's talk about the 8 of Cups first, just because I get this deck likes to give that card out a lot. And the 8 of Cups is about accepting change in your life and moving forward. So it's really funny that it gives you this card, because it's saying like, okay, if you do this thing, it will lead to this, which is great. So the 8 of Cups, and actually let me pull up what 8s mean. 8s are about action and accomplishment. So I think what you need to do is maybe put yourself to work. Do something that is fulfilling in some sort of way. So it could mean literally, just kind of keep your head down, get to work, maybe pick up some more projects at work, or if you do something financially, if you have a side job, do that, because this is all about that kind of energy. But it could also be like pick up a hobby, or do something fun, something that makes you happy. It doesn't really have to be about making money. Hi, Angela. I hope you're having a good Friday. So yeah, in order to move on, Jamie, just focus on the things that make you happy. Focus on new hobbies or things that you might have just kind of pushed off to the side a little bit. And I think that will help you move on. All right. I have Xena and Juliet next. So you guys go ahead and put your questions in the chat. And then following them, I have Noxma, Fatine, and Pixie. You're so welcome, Jamie. So Angela, if you want to join the queue, just put join so I know. If not, and you just want to hang out with us, you are more than welcome to do that too. This is just a fun, relaxing Friday for us all. All right, Xena wants to know, is Thomas gonna marry her? I don't want to assume your pronoun, sorry. Hi, Marina, I got you down. Let's see. There we go. I'm dropping so much stuff today, guys. I'm going to do the yes/no coin for this and then follow up. I don't like doing yes or no for tarot. So let me consult the coin. So Xena wants to know if Thomas is going to marry her. All right, so I got a yes. Let me know if you need any follow-up on that. But I feel like that is a clear-cut answer. All right. Angela, I got you in the queue. All right, Juliet, if you're still here, go ahead, put your question in, hon. Nazma 15, go ahead and put your questions in. So yeah, guys, if you ask a yes no question, I'm gonna use my coin. I don't like to use tarot for that, and my decks really don't like to be used that way. So that's just kind of a backstory, a quick little backstory about that. So Juliet, you want to know if the investigation at work will go your way. All right, let's see. Juliet wants to know if the investigation at work will go in her favor. Oof, let's try that again. All right. You got a yes. So yeah, it will. And if you want a follow-up on that, go ahead and expand on that question. Nazma wants to know what Rajab's true feelings are. All right, let me get a quick shuffle going, like a nice good rifle shuffle. Xena, you're so welcome. Ooh, nice shuffle. All right, Sama wants to know Rajab's true feelings. And while I am shuffling, Pixie, Marina, go ahead and get your questions in the chat. All right, Rajab's true feelings for Nazma. Ooh, the Lover's card. Let's see what else you have. Five of Spears. So the Lover's card is a really great card to get in terms of relationship questions. It's all about, it's literally how it sounds. It's about two people loving each other and all of that. So he loves you, but then there's this conflict of this Five of Spears. Excuse me. The fives are, or spears are about a lot of action and movement and passion, but also fives are about instability and conflict. So I think this person likes you, Nazma, but the problem is he's conflicted about it. He doesn't know what to do about it. He doesn't know how to process these feelings. And if you look at this, let me bring this closer. It's just like a bunch of people in battle, right? So he wants to probably say something to you, but he's not sure how to do it. Or maybe he has people around him that's like, no, don't do it. Or they're pushing him. He's very conflicted. So if you are more of the brave person, I suggest you talk to him. If you guys are, and then find out if you guys are on the same page. Juliet, you're so welcome, by the way. All right, 15. Marina. Yeah. Hi, Hope. Got you down. All right, Marina, let me get the deck shuffled. So, 15, Pixie, if you're still in the chat, go ahead and put your questions in. All right, so Marina asks, who's coming towards her in love? Or if anyone is coming towards her. Let's see. Coming towards Marina. All right, so we have the King of Swords reversed, and then we have the Four of Coins reversed. So I'm going to go ahead and just switch these upright, and I'll explain this in a second. So we've got the King of Swords. So the reason I switch it is because when everything's reversed, I just kind of like to take that as a general warning and then give the reading. So for the king, the warning is about attracting people that are self-centered, or a person that is self-centered and maybe even a little like power hungry. But overall, the King of Swords is really someone who is ambitious and sort of has someone who is really smart and ambitious and stuff like that. So that's the type of person you're going to attract, but you should be careful not to let someone into your life who is overly self-centered or something like that. Right. So then you also got the Four of Coins, which is the warning for the Four of Coins is about insecurity. So you could be inviting someone who is self-centered but is also insecure about their finances or their position in life. But overall, the Four of Coins is about it's kind of ironic, right? It's like dual feelings here. So it's about benefit and feeling satisfied with what you have. So overall, you are inviting someone into your life who is intelligent and is ambitious, who is also financially self-aware, but be careful about the others who might be self-centered, who might be a little power hungry, materialistic, stuff like that. So you are very welcome, Marina. You're welcome, Nazma. All right, let's get Pixie. All right, Angela, Hope, you guys can go ahead and put your questions in the queue. And yeah, Marina, just be careful, as with everything, gotta watch out for those red flags, right? Pixie asks, what are JJ's feelings towards me? Ten of Spears. Ooh, this Knight of Swords again. And you can hear me shuffling, guys. You can hear me. So for you, Pixie, I think this person is not sure. I kind of see this as someone who is burdened by a lot of other things, and he's not necessarily processing any feelings one way or another, whether good or bad, towards you. Do you guys know each other? Like, are you guys okay? Yeah. So then I don't think you're on his radar right now, and I don't mean that in a good or a bad way. It's just a way. Because I feel like he's going through something. This Ten of Spears is about being bogged down and weighed down. You have a lot of burdens, a lot of things on your shoulder. And I mentioned before, the King of Swords is about someone who's intelligent but ambitious and stuff like that. So maybe he's really working towards something right now. And just the romance stuff is not even on his mind. So if you guys knew each other in the past and you want something to happen, I suggest you guys talk to each other. Let's see next. All right, Angela, let me get you next. I'm gonna do my yes or no coin for this. So Angela asks if Mark is a good match for her. I got a no. So I'm going to just go ahead and do a follow-up and ask why Mark is not a good match for you. Why? Is Mark not a good match for Angela? Pixie, you're very welcome. Good luck. Ooh. Ace of Coins in reverse. So I'm going to look that up. If you guys are new to my channel, I am working on my reversals and stuff like that. That is a new part of my journey. So just bear with me. Okay. So the Ace of Coins in reverse is about things not starting properly. It's about like kind of having a false start. So if something did happen between you guys previously, it just kind of like fizzled out and didn't go anywhere. And that's probably for a reason. It just didn't start off on the right foot. And it could also just mean that there are other priorities that are going on, whether it be financial or in the home or something like that, that just don't align. So that is my boy Apollo. He is talking to you guys. So I got you down. He's so funny. Okay. Yeah, you're totally welcome, Angela. I hope that resonates with you. You're welcome. All right, let's see. Who do we have next? Hope, if you are still here, go ahead and put your question in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and put your question in the chat. Hey, Gracie, how are you doing today? Hope you had a good week. I hope everybody had a good week. So Emma wants to know what will unfold between her and Naga. I got you on the list, Gracie. What will unfold between Soyma and Naga? Oh, I'm getting that card again. That's so interesting. So, honestly, it looks like you guys will have a really nice relationship ahead of you. Something that your friends will be happy with. Something that will be worth cheersing in the end of things. So if you look at this Three of Cups, Three of Cups is usually about friendships and stuff like that. So I really think, but if you look at this card, they are cheersing, right? And it's just, yeah, it's just overall really good energy that you have with this person. So I feel like you're gonna have a really nice relationship that your friends will also be happy about. Overall, as Gracie says, good vibes. All right. Hope asks, hey, Tenny. I got you on the list. How are you doing today? You're so welcome. Good luck. Hope asks, what are T's intentions towards her? T's intentions towards Hope. Ooh. One more shuffle. There we go. The Hermit, and let's do one more. I'm good. hopefully you had a good week. Thank you for joining today. The Five of Spears. Nicole, I got you down. So, the Hermit is an interesting card in terms of like someone's intentions, because these are inward intentions. This is someone who wants to sort of this is someone who wants to kind of deal with introspection and look within themselves for things. It's not someone who wants to go outward. So this is someone who's probably a little introverted, but he is T is going through something right now. So some sort of conflict within himself. And I don't think this really has anything to do with you, really. I feel this is something that he's probably been dealing with for a while. I don't know if you were here previously, but I got this card, and Five of Spears is about conflict. And so basically what this is he's going through something. He has some sort of internal conflict, and I don't think that leads to any intentions towards you whatsoever. And I think that actually is a roadblock for him, or T. I shouldn't assume, but it's a roadblock for T, and he needs to work through that. And it may be something that you can work through with him, but this Hermit makes me feel like it's something that he just needs to take time to process. I am doing good, Tenny. Had a long week, but I'm happy to be here with you guys. All right, Gracie, Tenny, go ahead and put your questions in the queue. And hopefully you guys have some fun things planned for this weekend. I might go see like my first movie in theaters in like a year, but Tenny, just ask your question and I'll see what I can do. Hope, you're so welcome. Good luck. All right, Gracie, I will do my yes no coin for you. So Gracie wants to know if Benji noticed her at work today. Yes. If you want clarification, you can let me know. Because just because someone noticed you doesn't mean one way or another, really. And Tenny, I guess what I mean by that is, like, can you let me know specifically what you want to know in regards to your guy? Like, if you just want something general, that's fine. I just need to make sure we're on the same page here. That's all. So while we take a break, I'm going to get some more water. All right, let's see. I'll do my yes no coin, and then we can elaborate if you want it. Just let me know. Tenny wants to know if his or her guy wants to break up with him or her. Woo! Let me try that again. Woo! 1 second. Rip people with headphones. Okay, there we go. So I got a yes. And just let me know if you want to clarify. All right. So you got a yes for Grace. You got a yes for did he notice you? So let's see. I'm going to just get a nice little shuffle going. I'm going to ask differently. So I'm going to ask what did he notice about you at work today? What did he notice about Grace at work today? One more. So that is the Eight of Cups. And Seven of Swords. I feel like I got this exact reading. Like, actually, Tenny, you both got yeses. So I am just doing a follow-up clarification on Gracie. So if you want a clarification on why he wants to break up with you, just let me know. So you got the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. In terms of what did he notice about you? So the Eight of Cups is about moving on. So this is a very interesting combination. So let me look up some stuff just to get a little deeper into this. And I'm actually going to look up the Seven of Swords first. So what's interesting about the Seven of Swords is the Seven of Swords is a card of distrust. So I'm curious if something happened with you guys at work that makes him just inherently distrust you for some reason. Because the Eight of Cups is also about like moving forward and just moving on. And if you guys don't have any like relationship, then it could mean that there's something that he heard or feels, like some sort of vibe that he feels that is not like meshing with you, because this is about distrust and this is about moving on. So if something happened at work, maybe you need to nip it in the bud, talk to him, and see what's going on. Tenny, totally, I will clarify for you. Hey, Swag, how are you doing today? All right, Nicole, if you're still hanging out, go ahead and put your question in the chat. All right, so let's find out, Swag, why he wants to break up with you. How are you doing today, Swag? All right. Why does he want to break up with Tenny? Let's see. You get along really well. That's interesting. Yeah, no problem, Grace. Whoa, that flew right out. Okay, let's see what we got. We have the Fool card. Yeah, you're welcome, Grace. You never know sometimes what people are saying at work. So if you get on real well, just, open up that line of communication a little more. All right, I'll pick up with Tenny. Interesting. So, I feel like this person has found someone new. I don't mean it in a way of like cheating, because it doesn't seem that far along, but the Fool card is about new beginnings and new journeys and stuff like that. And the Ace of Cups is similar, but in regards to relationships. So this is someone who, is just ready for something new. Whether he's found it or not, I think it's just, for whatever reason, he's just at a point where he is just Ready to move on and find something new? Yeah. I am sorry about that. So, Nicole, what I'm going to do for you is do the yes no coin, and then I will follow up. I don't like to do yes no with tarot. So, all right. Nicole wants to know if her ex is coming back towards her this retrograde. All right. So, yes. And we can find out why. Just let me know what kind of clarification you want on that. And Swag, go ahead and put your question in the chat. Hello, Kieferson. I got you down. So, yeah, Nicole, if you want clarification on your yes, just let me know. If you're happy with the yes, then you're good to go. But I don't mind doing clarifications at all. Yeah, totally. Let's do you want a general reading, Swag, with tarot or oracle? All right, Swag, let's do a quick general reading, and then I will clarify for you, Nicole. All right, general reading for Swag. Oh, boy. So my Prisma Visions does not like to throw cards out at me, so it's very... I've not used this deck in a while, and it's literally just like throwing cards across the room. So that is the 10 of coins, and then you got Judgment. Let me move that out of the way. So, let's, I guess we can start with the 10 of coins, because that is actually really a card of it could mean a lot of things. So, but it's a joyful card. So don't worry, because I know it can look a little dark in this deck, but it's actually a joyful card. It means that you are in a place of fulfillment in terms of your finances or your family dynamic. It could be that you have reached a financial goal, like buying a house or bought a car, or you just bought something that made you happy, something that you had been saving for a while. So sorry, let me just write this down. Got you in the queue, Mr. Illness. So yeah, and it could also mean some things in terms of like growing your family dynamic. So it could be having kids or getting married, stuff like that. So you're just kind of in a really good, happy spot. And the Judgment card. So what's interesting about Judgment is it could be a little bit of a scary card, because it's kind of like what comes around goes around. But if you've been putting really good energy into the world and just into whatever you're working towards, then you kind of get like second chances. You're kind of coming into getting, like, let's see here. Yeah, so the Judgment card is like the brink of change. So, but impaired with this 10 of coins, I think you are coming into like good changes in your life. You're coming into a new not a new part of your life, but just like a new vibe, a new journey. Things are just kind of leveling out, and you're just kind of have like happy vibes for a little bit. All right. Tenny, I got you. I'm going to do Nicole's clarification, and then I will get you next. And Mr. Bubble, I have you on the list. All right. So you want to know, Nicole, why he's coming. You're so welcome, Swag. Good vibes. I hope you receive them. All right. Why is he coming back to Nicole? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. And let's see. 10 of Swords. Let me look up the 10 of Swords first in reverse. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Swords in reverse. So for your 10 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse is about regret. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is let's see here. So this card is about regret. So this person obviously regrets leaving you, and that's pretty straightforward. And then the Wheel of Fortune is, it can mean a few things, but I think in this regard, it kind of gives me the vibe of feeling destined or drawn together, right? So you guys, and I wonder too if you guys are kind of on this like little hamster wheel together where you kind of break up and make up type thing. And I think that this is just coming around again. All right, so Tenny, let's do your clarification. I'm gonna pull out my yes, no coin again. You want to know if he will come back after you guys break up. Oof, goodness, one more time. So yes, but I will say that doesn't mean that it's a good thing, so I would be wary of it. Okay, so let's see. I got you down, Renee. You're welcome, Nicole. And then Bernice, I have you down as well. And thank you for the sub. That reminds me, if you guys are enjoying your readings, enjoying listening to other people's readings, then give me a like, subscribe, and I am here on Fridays at 7 p.m. All right, so next, Keith, Realness, you guys go ahead and put your questions in the chat. Hi, Aisha. Thank you for the subscribe, Tenny. Yep, I will do one more follow-up for you. Tenny wants to know if he's the one that Tenny will marry. Oof, not a good flip. No, this person's not going to be someone you'll marry. Hey, Miss Dior. Long time no see. So Renee, I will call you and I'll probably have you ask your question again just as we get through the chat. So right now, Keith, Realness, go ahead, put your questions in the chat. Hey, Miss Dior, I didn't realize you weren't subscribed. How dare you? No, I'm kidding. But thank you for the subscribe, Dior. All right, Keith wants to know what the cards have in store for fall. pretty sure a bunch of pumpkins, beer, and good vibes. But let's see. General reading about Mr. Right's fall season. Thank you for the subscribe. All right. You have the Nine of Cups in reverse, and then let's pull one more. Ace of Cups in reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and flip these upright. It's interesting that you have cups. You're going to deal a lot with like relationships and emotions this fall. So with the, what did you have first? The Nine of Cups. So overall, the warning for the Nine of Cups that was previously reversed is being, disconnected and needing to refocus. But overall, your Nine of Cups is about like rewards and happiness and stuff like that. So actually, this is like really good vibes. It's just a warning not to become disconnected while that is happening. And then you got the Ace of Cups. So your Ace of Cups in reverse is about, it's a warning not to suppress your emotions and don't let like stuff like that run out of control. Overall, though, Ace of Cups is about self-expression and starting a journey of doing that. So expressing yourself, self-love, and it can also be about starting a new romantic journey. But I feel like the vibes that I'm getting from these two together is about yourself. So I would take this warning as, this as being a warning of not to suppress yourself, and overall just enjoy the journey of self-expression, and it will lead you to like some sort of self-happiness. Yeah, realness, go ahead and ask your question. All right, Tenny, last one while I wait for the questions to get in. Tenny wants to know if they will ever get married. One more time. Yes, you will. So you can stop worrying. So Aisha, when I give you a call, yeah, you can ask a yes or no if you want. I just won't read tarot with that. So you'll get my yes or no coin. All right. Poison bubble tea. I got your, I'm going to call you Poison. I got your join in. All right, so I have realness, and then, okay, so realness, and then Bubbles and Renee, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. That isn't you, Poison Bubble Tea. I have another Bubbles in the queue. All right, Renee wants to know, oh, you want to know if there's a woman interested in you right now. Let's see. Realness wants to know if there's a woman interested in him right now. Not at the moment. You're welcome, Tenny. And yeah, no problem, Aisha. All right. Let me just get that off to the side. All right, Mr. Bubbles, I will get you. And then, and Mr. Realness, if you want clarification on that coin, just let me know. Some people do, some people don't. So, so let's see, Renee, let's get your question, and then I will get you Bubbles. Oops, sorry, other way around. Bubbles and then Renee. So Bubbles wants to know how she feels about him. The Fool reversed. And the Star. I haven't gotten that card in a while. So the Fool in reversed is it's still kind of like starting something new, but irrationally, like meaning they're quick to make decisions. And then you have the Star, which is actually a really good card. Let me look up the Star real quick. I like the energy of this card. So the Star card, and I'm going to read this to you. It says to keep faith because opportunities and rewards will come. So I think what this is saying is, I feel like I take this more of a warning, actually. So this is not to make any rash decisions. And the Star is letting you know, be patient and good things will come. And, I think if I'm interpreting this as like the way that you asked your question, it means that this person is probably going to be taking their time to decide how things are going to play out between you guys. So just be patient and let that happen. And it means that if you do those things, then this person will kind of come around and you guys could have a really good rapport. Because think of the Star too as like, you ever like wish upon a star kind of thing? I know. I saw somebody else in here with like the 1 1 like angel numbers or something. And I was like, I need to get to 111 subs. You're welcome, Mr. Bubbles. All right, Renee, let's get you next. So Bernice, Aisha, go ahead, put your questions in the chat if you guys are hanging out. And Renee, I am going to get you next. I like your question. So, I don't like to do soulmate reading cards. So I'm going to ask just generically, romantically. Just to give you a heads up on that. Actually, I like your soulmate question or your spirit guides question. So I'm going to do that if that's okay. So you want to know what your spirit guides want you to know or hear right now. All right. What do Renee's spirit guides want her to know? This card is haunting me this reading. It's very funny because every reading there's a reoccurring cards that I get. This one is the Lovers and the 8 of Cups and the King of Swords. Oh, this is new. Ace of Spears. All right. So, Lover's card. You have someone that is coming towards you. You have a partnership coming towards you. And a lot of times people associate lovers with romance. And because of this Ace of Spears, I kind of will too. But it can also mean, just for your wherewithal, that it could be partnerships in other areas of life. It could be business partnerships. It could be lifelong friendships. It could be anything like that. I mean, if you're a gamer, it could be a new like partnership in a game. It could be a lot of stuff. But in regards to this Ace of Spears, I feel like it is probably more relationship, because spears are about passions. So in reverse, though, the Ace of Spears is about miscommunications. So I take this as a warning. If you find someone that you vibe with, be careful of miscommunications happening between them. And your guides are warning you about that. They're also warning you of like possibly expecting too much. And I don't mean that as like you have high standards or anything. I feel like we should all have high standards. But more of expecting too much of someone without, you know, understanding their view of things, if that makes sense. So your guides are just warning you to enjoy the process and, you know, don't get too in your head about this. Really? Other people have told you that? That's so funny. You should just believe them. All right, let me scroll up. I feel like I missed a clarification from someone. Let me just double check here. Yeah, if that's it, then that's all your guys want you to know, is to just don't do that. Mr. Realness, I knew I almost missed someone. If you're still hanging out, go ahead and post your clarification just to remind me. And let's keep it moving. All right. So, Bernice, you want to know if your husband is cheating on you? Yes, no coin for that. So, is Bernice's husband cheating on her? Whew, goodness. I got a no. If you want a clarification, let me know. But, yeah, let me know. All right, so Aisha, you want to know if if you and Elle are on your way to marriage, right? Aisha wants to know if she and Elle are on their way to marriage. All right, you got a yes. Renee, you're so welcome. So, Sierra, I will add you to the queue, but your turn is not up yet. All right. Dior, Poison. This is you, Bubble Tea Poison. Poison Bubble Tea. Sorry. You guys can go ahead and put your questions in the chat. Sierra, I have you in the queue. Sure, let's see. Thank you for the follow, Lucifer. All right. Let's see. You want to know why no one's interested in you right now, right? No woman is interested in you. Mr. Realness wants to know. All right. You got the Ace of Cups and the Hermit in reverse. I'm actually going to look up the Hermit in reverse, but the Ace of Cups is about new journeys relationship wise and emotionally. And the Hermit in reverse is basically saying that you are in a period of not wanting to be isolated or being alone, which makes sense. And I think the overall theme of this is being patient. So you have new things that are coming towards you. You just have to be patient, right? Don't give in to this like reverse hermit energy. Don't give in to feeling isolated or anything like that. Just go and live your life, have a good time, and things will start to happen naturally, if that makes sense. Because if you look at this card, this Ace of Cups, it's all about like celebrating something new. And you just have to get to that point. So yeah, just be patient. And I don't think this doesn't quite answer your why. I think it's more telling you that things are coming soon. So be patient for that. Yeah, guys. So welcome all newcomers. Just go ahead and put join in the chat so I know to write your name down. And I will add you to the queue. So, yeah. And because I haven't figured out chatbots yet, I'm the chatbot. So, yeah. All right. Natasha, I got you down. So, Lucifer, Forget Me Not. If you guys want to join the queue, go ahead and put join in the chat. So I know you're not just hanging out. All right. Dior Poison. If you guys are in the chat, go ahead and put your questions. You're welcome. You're welcome so much, Mr. Realness. All right, Forget Me Not, I got you. Sierra, if you're still hanging out, go ahead and put your question back in the chat for me. So for everybody that just joined, thank you for joining. I'm Brittany. If you haven't been to my channel before, if you're enjoying the readings, give me a like, subscribe so you don't miss out on the other lives that I do or any of my other videos. And yeah. Natasha, you can if you have a specific question, that's fine. If you just have a general energy, I do that as well. I will say, though, just as a warning, if you ask a yes/no question, I'm going to use my handy dandy coin. I do give you the chance of asking like further questions based off of that. But yeah, so anything other than a yes/no, I will pull out my tarot deck. And if you want an oracle reading, this is for everybody. I have my Spellcaster's Oracle and I have my new Moonology deck. So these two are oracle decks. And if you're not familiar, Oracle is great for general energy. Oracle's great for a lot of things, really. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. So Natasha, Forget Me Not, go ahead and put your questions back in the chat if you have asked them previously. And Charlotte, I'll add you to the queue, but it is not your turn yet. So yeah, if you guys are just feeling some general oracle, just let me know. I do have this out. Oh, that's so funny. You guys both want the same thing. All right, let's do a general love reading for Forget Me Not. Thank you, Aisha. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I really want to do some like witchy chats live, but I'm just not sure if people are like interested in that. So far I've just been sticking with my tarot lives. Yeah, I mean you can join. You're totally welcome, Charlotte, to ask your question. You're just not up yet in the queue. All right, general reading for Forget Me Not. General love reading for Forget Me Not. The Eight of Cups. This deck really loves to give that card out. And you got the Knight of Coins in reverse. The Eight of Cups is about moving on and inviting change into your life. Consciously making that effort to make some changes. Hi, Lucy. How are you doing? And then you have the Knight of Coins in reverse. And that can be about it. So that is like someone who is a little selfish. Not a little selfish, I should say someone who is selfish. So I would say be careful, because you have someone that you might attract who is really selfish and is basically like the equivalent of like an energy vampire, if you've ever heard that term. Someone who is just like sucking the energy out of you. And I think what needs to happen is like be careful not to invite this person into your life. You need to make some changes in order to remove those vibes from yourself, if that makes sense. Oh, okay. So I wonder if this is your ex, then that would make a lot of sense, actually. Because if he was someone who was just kind of sucking the life out of you, then this is basically saying move on from this dude. Because you know, and even if you guys just broke up, there's still that like lingering energy. So you just kind of have to get through that, like a little bit of a metamorphosis in order to move forward. Yeah, this is definitely some toxic energy. Someone who is energy vampires are the worst, man. I hope that resonates with you, though. So overall, for your general reading is to move on from that situation and consciously make the effort to do things to put it behind you and invite bigger and better things in. All right, Natasha, let's do your general love reading. I'm going to do another shuffle here. Lucy, I got you in the chat, or in the queue. All right. General love reading for Natasha. Ten of Cups reversed, and okay, Death upright. Forget me not. You're so welcome. I'm glad that resonates with you. So you got the Ten of Cups reversed, which is so it's about feeling disrupted emotionally, and it's really funny you said no exes coming back, but I don't think it's really about them coming back into your life. I think it's them maybe emotionally never having left on your end, and it's disrupting you going forward. So the Death card might seem really ominous, but it's about inviting change and some change that is happening. It's like the peak metamorphosis card. So something has to end and just dissolve or die, or however you want to look at it, in order for you to change and grow and move on. And I think it's this. It's that lingering energy you have from all of that past stuff. So you need to just let it go so you can move forward. Yeah, see, that stuff will hold you back. And as macabre as the Death card sounds, you really need to literally let that part of your life die off so you can blossom. You know what I mean? And yeah, trust issues, it's hard. That is hard to let go of. It's hard to not let trust lack of being able to trust infiltrate other parts of your life. So you got to be careful about that. All right, Charlotte, Lucy, go ahead, put your questions in the chat. Yeah, you do. Totally. And I don't know if you're into like witchcraft or stuff, but this is a totally great opportunity for a cord cutting. You're welcome. Good luck. I'm glad that resonates with you. Oh, thank you. You seem really sweet as well. Thank you for joining me tonight. And thanks for hanging out on a Friday night with little old me. And you have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time it is where you are. And have a good weekend. All right. Did I get everybody? I didn't miss anyone, did I? If I did, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. It's slowed down enough that I can keep track now. And I think what I am gonna do is, I was gonna switch my tarot deck, but I think I'll leave it. This one's doing a good job today. All right, Lucy, you want to know if money is coming towards you? Laura, sure, or CX, I'll call you CX. Sure, you can totally have a reading. Lucy, I'm gonna use my yes no coin. So you want to know if Lucy wants to know if money is coming towards her. Yes, if you want me to elaborate on that, just let me know. And just because I like to give this disclaimer every once in a while, Lauren, or yeah, Lauren, is that how you pronounce it? But I don't like to do yes, no with tarot. I will use the coin and then gladly follow up with you guys. So yeah, just let me know what. So based off of this, yes, Lucy, just let me know what your follow up question is. If it's another yes, no, I'm going to use my coin. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for clarifying. Let me know what your question is, and I will get you squared away. Okay. So you want to know what kind of money is coming towards you. Let's see. So Lucy wants to know what kind of money is coming towards her. Alrighty, Charlotte, I will get you next. Six of Spears. Let's do one more. What kind of money is coming towards Lucy? Ooh, Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is starting to haunt me as well now, which is just funny to me. But yeah, the Six of Swords is something that is, yeah, actually, so I can't tell if it's like inheritance or not, but it's definitely something in regards to actually it does kind of seem like inheritance, right? Because this card is about emotions, which can reference your family, and the Six of Spears is about acceptance, like acceptance in a lot of different ways. So I feel like you are accepting money from someone that you cared about, or someone that meant something emotionally to you. So yeah, it kind of does seem like this is inheritance or something along those lines. It could even be a gift too from someone. You're expecting 2 inheritances? Oh my gosh, I expect a tip after this. I'm kidding. But I think then in regards to that question, that's a solid yeah. Solid yes. All right, Charlotte. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I guess, that's how inheritance works, right? But still, sorry to hear that. You're welcome. All right, Charlotte, let me get you. So you want to know what you can learn from your relationship with your boyfriend, and what can you do to move yourself in order to evolve as a person? I like that. Really great questions. I like that. Okay, what can Charlotte learn from the relationship with her boyfriend, and what can she do to evolve as a person? Hey, Phantom. Thank you for the follow. So you got the 10 of Spears in reverse. You're welcome, Charlotte. 8 of Cups. I swear, I'm like shuffling this deck, guys. Let me write some names down so I don't forget. All right. Thank you for the follow, Lauren. Phantom, it's going pretty good. Can't complain. Happy to be on here with you guys. Hope you had a good week. So you got the Ten of Spears in reverse, and you got the Eight of Cups. And I think that the biggest lesson you can learn and take in to move forward is learning that sometimes when things happen, even though they're valid, sometimes they can be self-induced burdens, and that can really cause you to weigh your own self down, and it makes it hard for you to move on. So this Ten of Spears in reverse is about perceived burdens. So they might not be something that people are doing to you, even though you might think that. It's more of what you are putting on yourself. It could be anything, like just putting self-induced pressure. You could perfectionism, stuff like that. And I think in order to move on, you need to consciously decide not to do those things. And it's hard to consciously decide something like that. So, I'm a huge proponent of therapy. I totally advocate for it. So if that is your thing, I recommend that, because it helps you to rationalize those things and accept them and make conscious efforts to change and put them behind you. So I think those are the overall lessons that you need in order to continue moving forward. So I can put you in the Charlotte. So Tony, I put you in the queue, but you are not next. But I love your enthusiasm. So yeah, Charlotte, do everything opposite of what being a Virgo tells you to. That is actually funny. That tickles me. So yeah, maybe I don't know what your moon and rising are, but maybe tap into those a little more. I'm just teasing. All right, Phantom, go ahead, put your question in the chat. And Charlotte, I hope that resonates with you. I know I was joking, but yeah. Yeah, Phantom, I totally got you. Go ahead, put your question in chat. And then after Phantom will be you, Tony. Yeah, sure. Oh gosh, you're a Gemini? All of my friends are Geminis. My mom is Gemini. Are you a May or June Gemini? You're totally welcome, Charlotte. All right, Phantom wants a general reading of what's up ahead. Sure, Laura. I'm sorry. I should have asked you. I thought you might have just been hanging out. Oh gosh, you're a June Gemini. Okay, well that's good. The May ones are crazy. So general reading on what's up ahead for Phantom. Keep getting this card, no matter how much I shuffle, no matter how I cut the deck, getting the same cards. That's very interesting. All right, so you got the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Cups is a card of new beginnings in terms of like things that are emotional to you, so things dealing with your emotions. So it could be new beginnings of a relationship or something you really like to do, but usually when I see this, I think of it as new beginnings of relationships, but it doesn't need to be romantic. It could be friendships, just any interaction with people. But then you have this Queen of Reverse, which worries me that you are on your way to meeting someone who is a little mean. Just to put it lightly, someone who might be someone who likes to flaunt money or spend money or something like that, and isn't quite the nicest person in the world. And it could also be someone who is just overall unsupportive of you in some sort of way. So I would be careful, like look out for those red flags when you meet new people and stuff like that. And if you feel like they are putting you down or just representing some of those bad traits, then, nip it in the bud. Yeah, totally. You gotta be careful nowadays, right? People are crazy. I mean, you would know. You're a Gemini, right? Let me stop before people never come to my live ever again. You're totally welcome, Phantom. Good luck. All right, Tony, go ahead and put your question back in the chat. And Laura, you go ahead. Put your question in the chat since I missed you earlier. Sorry about that. Oh, and I realized the full moon is coming up soon. So I didn't ask you guys, what are you guys doing for the full moon? I think it's on Monday or Tuesday, depending where in the world you are. But Laura, you're a Capricorn? It's too far removed from me, but I feel like one of my friends is a Capricorn. Ooh, fellow Taurus. Welcome, Taurus. Are you an April Taurus or a May Taurus? I need to know whether I should like you or not. I'm kidding. Okay. So I'm going to do Tony, and then I will get you Lauren. What do you mean by the law of attraction? Do you mean like an attraction spell, Phantom? Oh, I knew someone was a Capricorn. Yeah, Mr. Right is my buddy Keith. He's a Capricorn. Hey, Queen of Swords. Nice. Welcome, Phantom. Another May Taurus here, so that means you are cool. So, Tony, you want to know, or not Phantom, sorry, Tony. Tony, you want to know what's coming up in love. Queen, it is going really well. I hope you're having a good time this Friday. Yeah, I totally got you in the queue. I don't have a chat bot or anything. I am the chat bot, so welcome to the queue. Oh, yeah, kind of like affirmations and stuff like that, Phantom. Yeah, I like to do a lot of things either on the new moon or the full moon. And it's very rare that I do something like in between. Mostly because I'm lazy, but let me pull one more card for you, Tony. What's coming up for Tony in love? King of Swords again. Haunting this whole chat. All right, so Tony, you got the Seven of Spears and the King of Swords, which is very interesting. So the Spears is fire energy, the Swords is air energy, and that together is very combustible and unstable, but it gives like life and power to each other. No, Phantom, I'm not a Leo. I'm a Taurus. I just like fake my way through life as other things. But no. I'm very much not a Leo. And in fact, I have no fire energy or fire signs in my like charts. It's very weird. Um so for let's see, what do we have? Seven of Spears. You're gonna have a few challenges coming up in terms of love. So Seven of Spears is having to, you're going to have some mental challenges that come up. And basically that means you will have some events that will challenge you mentally, I guess is the best way to put that. And the King of Swords is someone who is, oh, okay. I'm putting all of this together. I'm sorry. While I'm trying to read the chat. So for you, Tony, you are going to meet someone who is going to start to challenge you mentally. I don't see this as a bad thing, but it can be very combustible if you don't like that sort of thing. So, the King of Swords is someone who is very ambitious, but also really intelligent. And people like that tend to challenge their partners unintentionally, I feel like, sometimes intentionally, but people don't often they don't always receive that really well. So there can be a little bit of combat between you two. But if you're into that kind of thing, that could be really great. It could really fuel this energy between you. You know, fire and air just fueling each other. Is really awesome. And I think I'm like excited about it because I relate a lot to that kind of energy. I like other people that are intelligent and challenge me. So I will kind of leave that for you to decide. I gave you that overall energy, but it's for you to decide whether that is a good or a bad thing. So, Phantom, ironically, my moon and rising are Pisces. I don't relate at all to that. I'm not into the like water nonsense, but you know, what can you do? Tony, you're very, very welcome. Laura, hun, did you get your question in the chat? I want to make sure I didn't miss you. And Phantom, if you do your affirmation, your attraction affirmation, you will have to get on next Friday and let me know how it goes because I'm curious. I've never done just true generic manifestations, you know. Human, totally. I do have a queue going, so I have you on the list. All right, Queen, if you are still hanging out, go ahead and put your question in the chat. Tony, I'm so glad you like that. Like, I feel like we're totally vibing right now. We like the same sort of stuff. Someone to like just challenge you a little bit, even though that makes you a little mad, but you like it. So, Laura, I'm going to ask some follow-up questions. I can't help you figure out birth times. If I had my pendulum board with the numbers on it, I could totally do that, but I don't have that with me right now. So for your other question, what do you mean by subliminals? Do you mean, like, are you doing manifestation with like subliminal messaging or something? Just explain that a little more for me and that will totally get you down. So Queen, I will do my yes no question or yes no coin for that question, and then if you want to follow up, if you want to follow up, just let me know. So, all right. Queen wants to know if she doesn't reach out, if they will. All right. Yes, they will. Don't be nervous. You gotta, yes, you're good. So yeah, so if you don't reach out, they will. But I will give you a warning. This is just a solid yes, no. So there's no nuance here. So if you want a follow-up. Oh, look, you were thinking right on, we were on the same page. All right, Emma Ace, I have you added to the queue. All right, Queen, let's do some clarifications. And Laura, I totally want to get your reading, so just let me know what those, just help me understand a little more, just so I know what I'm asking. All right, so I'm going to do just a simple, like, timing pull. So let's see what we get. When will they reach out to Queen? Okay. Thank you. When will they reach out to Queen? All right, you got the 9 of Coins. So, and this is kind of what I was suspecting with my coin flip. I don't know why I got that vibe, but coins are the slowest moving energy of the tarot, meaning it could be well over a year before they contact you. And then the 9 of Coins, you got the 9, which is a higher number, so it's even more time and it's a lot slower energy. So yeah, if you want things to happen sooner, that is gonna have to be up to you. Yeah. And I mean, I guess what that means too is kind of like the way that I see it is the ball's in your court kind of thing. You know, you got to take that initiative. Let's see. Will something bad happen if you reach out? So I got a no for that. So reach out. All right, Laura, let me get you next. I have some people in the queue. I am adding, let's see. So, Lucinda, I got you added to the queue. Red Rose, Oasis. All right. So I got you guys in the queue. All right. So let's do Laura's reading. So I'm doing Laura's. So Queen, Human, or not Queen. I'm sorry. I just got you. So Human and Emma, if you guys are in the chat, go ahead and put your questions in. And Laura, you want to know if you will get your desired results from subliminals. I'm going to ask what your results from the subliminals are going to be instead of doing it as a yes/no question. So I hope that's okay. All right, you got the 5 of Spears and the 4 of Cups. So I think that the subliminals are going to, thank you so much for the subscribe. Oh, Queen, so for you, sorry about that, hon. You asked if something bad would happen if you reach out, and the question or the answer was no. Lost my train of thought. for you, Lauren, you have the Five of Spears and the Four of Cups. So I think that the subliminals are really going to start to unlock some things within you that maybe you kind of like put a wall up. It's going to I see. I don't know if you dabble in witchcraft, but we call this shadow work, where you start to break down the walls that you have, and it can be really an emotional journey. So I feel like you're going to get to a point where like you might come into some conflict from this, and but you know, it's a journey that you kind of have to be on. It's going to challenge you. I don't see it, I said conflict, but it's more of a challenge. And I think that you are going to be offered things in this that you might not necessarily want to accept yet, and you might not be ready for it. And that is all a part of the journey of breaking breaking down those walls and starting to understand yourself better. Oh, okay. Yeah, and if it's something like that, then for sure, you know, that stuff isn't easy. It's definitely something that you have to spend a lot of time doing, and you have to accept the challenge that it presents to you. Um, and part of that challenge is accepting parts of yourself that you don't necessarily want to. Lauren, that's so funny because I'm like that too. I'm like, I don't do spirits. You're not welcome here. Sorry. But otherwise, everything else, yeah, we're good. And shadow work isn't like, you know, inviting like shadow figures into your life. Shadow work is dealing with your own internal shadows, like those shades, those things that cause blockages and keep you from moving forward, stuff like that. And it's kind of what it sounds like you're doing, whether you use that term or not. All right, so let's see. I have in the queue Human, Emma, Ace, Lucinda, Red Rose, and Oasis. So what I am gonna do is so it depends. So the way that I asked the question, I wanted to describe the situation. So if there is, I want to say it's more of a it depends. It's not a yes or no. It's more of you might want something now, but you're gonna get something different out and be better for it, if that makes sense. Which I guess, I don't know. I personally don't consider that a yes or no. I consider it as like, like, you're asking the wrong question, I guess. All right, Human, I feel like you posted your question in the chat, but if Human and Emma, if you guys can post your questions in the chat, let me know. And Laura, yeah, I know that wasn't quite the clearest question, but sometimes it's hard because like those kind of vibes when it comes to that, you know, I just kind of had to go with what my deck is telling me. All right, Human, Emma, and Ace. So I will get you, Ace. I see your question. So I'm going to ask your yes or no and see if I will ask if your promotion will be good for your mental health. Will Ace's promotion be good for his or her mental health? Yes. So, yeah. Congratulations. All right. So, all right, human, I got you next. So, yeah, don't be nervous. It seems like it'll be a good thing. You just kind of have to, you know, breathe through it and kind of let things happen how they're going to happen. So, human, I got you next. I will go ahead and get your cards pulled. Emma, Lucinda, you guys can go ahead and put your questions in the chat. All right, what is Human's crush thinking about? Him or her? You got the Six of Coins and the World in reverse. So, hey Rose, you are almost up. Don't worry. We're getting there slowly, slowly but surely. Sorry. So you got the Six of Coins and the World in reverse. Let me look up the World in reverse, just because I am still working on my reversals. But for the, yeah, you're totally welcome. Thank you for being patient. We had a nice long queue today. So for the Six of Coins, let's see. The Six of Coins is about generosity and receiving, and it's an overall feel-good card. So paired with the World in reverse, which is more of a delay in success type card, I think that overall your crush actually has like really good thoughts about you. It thinks that you're someone who is a giving type person and just sees you as someone who's very generous. But I don't think that they're nervous about confronting you, or not confronting. That's such a harsh term. They're nervous about talking to you about it. And I think that maybe you come off a little as intimidating to them. I mean, that isn't their problem, not your problem, but just in terms of how they see you. And sometimes that could also be like, because they see you, maybe they see you as someone who is popular or something like that, or just well-loved. Let's use that term, well-loved. It could be hard for them to try to approach you. All right, Lucinda, Red Rose, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. And then I have Lucinda, Red Rose, and then Oasis. Emma, all right, you're here. Go ahead and put your question in the chat, hon. So, then that means I have Emma, Lucinda, Red Rose, and Oasis. So you guys can go ahead, put your questions in the chat. All right, so let's see how for Red Rose, how will Chris feel about Red Rose's picture in their story when he sees it? Raffia, that's a pretty name. see. Let's pull more. All right. So you have the Four of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Very interesting because they are not, they're not similar cards in any respect. So, the Ten of Cups is actually a cup of, or a card of joy and happiness, but the Four of Swords is actually sorry, I'm making noises into the camera. I think this person is going to overthink this. So, Rafia, they will enjoy your photo, but they're going to end up totally overthinking this situation. So I don't know if they will actually like reach out to you or anything like that, but at the end of the day, they will enjoy it. They just have to, like, calm down a bit, I guess. Yeah, human, you could totally, ask a follow-up question. Maybe, and Rafia, maybe that is where I'm getting this Four of Swords vibe, because, if you've been distant, maybe that's what that energy is. Like, he doesn't know how to breach the void kind of thing and reconnect. And, you know, if you're the one who's been distant, then, you know, I said this earlier, but balls in your court kind of thing. I think that's all. But still, I mean, he'll like the photo, so at the end of the day. Let's see. I will ask my handy dandy coin. So, human, you want to know if you should make the first move, right? Should a human make the first move? No. So, you should not. Let him make the first move. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll back up and see. Yeah. Yep. So, Emma, if you want to, if you're still hanging out, go ahead and put your question in the chat. You're very welcome, Red Rose. I'm sorry, you told me your name. Rafia. Hey, Brett. Thank you for the follow. Everything is going good over here. So I do want to apologize. The queue is closed for the night. I am going to be wrapping it up soon. Just waiting for the final readings to finish up. But I will be back next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you just want to hang out to the end, I'm going to do a community reading for everybody. So we kind of have a community reflection to go into our weekend and start our weekend off. All right, last call for Lucinda, Red Rose, or not Red Rose. I already got you, Rafia. Emma, Lucinda, and Oasis. So let me warm up my Oracle deck. I will be pulling from the spellcasting Oracle deck. I bought this deck to go with some of my practice, like my witchcraft, but I've really fallen in love with this deck. It has just a really great, warming, positive vibe, and yeah, I feel like maybe next week, if you guys want to, let me know. I will add this to the lineup and I will pull some oracle cards for you guys. So this is our community reflection. So take this card into the weekend with you. Take the energy. Think of how you can reflect on it. And the card is passion. And that's so lovely. So, you know, a lot of us, if you have a 9 to 5, we spend a lot of our time during the week focused on work and preparing for work and getting to bed early for work. So let this weekend be all about your passions. What is it that you just love to do? What is it, something you've been putting off that you really just want to find time to continue doing? And yeah, do that. Find the things that you're passionate about and do that. So everyone, I just had a really great live with you guys. I am really excited to be back. I know I took a bit of a break in August, but I am back. You can catch me every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have my tarot decks, my oracle decks, my yes no coin, and I will be bringing my bones back shortly. So you guys have a great weekend, and